What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. Well, y'all, we are back for a brand new season of Love After Lockup. We have brand new couples. I know they did like a whole love during lockup, and I think some of these couples, or maybe all of these couples, were on love during lockup. But baby, I had to take a break. I had to take a break. So I did not do love during lockup. So I don't know any of these people's stories or whatever had happened on the love during lockup. So pardon me while if y'all know stuff that I don't know, but let's get to it. So we have all new couples. Okay, we have Rick and Raiden, Lacy and Antoine, Taylor and Chance, Indy, Harry, Kevin and Tiffany, and Kathy and Martell. So we didn't really get any. No, we got a little something on everybody. So I'm gonna just go couple by couple. Okay, let me start with Child. I should end with Indy and Harry, but because this is the order I have them written in, and I don't want to forget nobody, I'm gonna just go in the right order because this Indy and Harry situation is a whole situation. Now, Indy is from my neck of the woods. She is from Beltsville, Maryland, which I used to actually live in Beltsville, so many years ago. Well, actually Greenbelt, but Greenbelt and Beltsville is like literally right next to each other, like poop right there. Anyway, Indy met Harry through his TikTok video. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. If you're not on TikTok, then you don't know. But there's a whole section of TikTok that's like prison of TikTok, prisoners of TikTok. And I'm going to be honest with you. The way the algorithm works down to the TikTok, if you hit like on the wrong button, you fall down a rabbit hole of all kinds of stuff. And I feel like one time I was scrolling through my TikTok and I hit the wrong button. And I was all up in the prisoners of TikTok algorithm. Baby, it's a lot going on down to the TikTok with the prisoners. They be doing TikTok videos. They be having Soul Train lines. They have tutorials on how to make these gourmet meals. They have all kinds of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff going on, okay? Now, Indy, he's in Ohio and he's actually getting ready to get out of the halfway house. Indy has a 5-year-old daughter that they call her Coco. They call her Coco. I'm sure, I feel like that's her nickname. But anyway, Indy said that a lot of paranormal things have happened around her, and she has this whole connection with the spirits. She has a spiritual advisor, and she said that Harry is her spiritual husband. Now, I believe on Love during lockup, a situation happened where she packed up everything and she moved to Ohio only to get there and have to come back for whatever reason. But she's doing it again. He's getting ready to get out of the halfway house, and she is packing up everything, and she is moving her and her daughter to Ohio. Yeah. Now, Mama is a bounty hunter, and Mama is telling her that she's stupid. Her mama came right out and told her, "You just stupid. Like, this is stupid. Why are you moving to Ohio? This is stupid." And she gave her a bottle of mace and was like, "Listen, because I know when this whole thing fall apart," she said, "the mace is for him. He a criminal. You don't know nothing about him. You might need that mace." She said, "And I can't stop you. I can't make you change your mind. You're a grown ass woman. But when shit hit the fan and it fall apart, what you gonna do?" She said, "Because you always call me, and I'm telling you now, I don't support it. I ain't here for it, and I ain't about to get in my car and drive 6 hours to get you out of something you done got yourself into." That's what she had told her, okay? So next thing you know, we see Miss Indy in the car driving to Ohio. She done packed up everything, and she is moving to the Ohio. She get there. She's going to stay with his sister until she get on her feet. Now, she get there, and the sister is like, "So how long y'all staying here?" Sister is not feeling it. Sister don't like it. Sister don't think it's a good idea. She's like, "Listen, you don't know him. You don't know nothing about him. He don't have no job. He just getting out of jail." Listen, when the family is telling you it's probably not a good idea because he ain't shit, because if you read between the lines, that's what she's saying. That my brother, because even the other sister was like, I hope he not playing with her. Like, this would be a long way to bring somebody just to be playing with her. So, like, listen. They know their brother way better than you know their brother. And if they are sitting here like giving you the red light, like the stop sign, you might want to stop, Indy. I don't know, girl. But sister put her foot down, and sister said, "Listen, but this was not gonna happen in my house, okay? This was not gonna happen in my house. Y'all not gonna be laid up. I need both y'all to be having a job. I need both y'all to get a job because I know my brother. And I know that if, somebody let him, he'll lay his ass up here and won't do nothing. And that's not going to happen. Okay. And so she goes to pick him up. He gets out the halfway house at midnight, child. So she goes to pick him up at midnight. He said it's either midnight tonight or 6 a.m. And I don't, listen, I'm not mad at him. If I've been locked up and I'm ready to get out, listen, if they say you can leave at midnight, baby, I'm leaving at midnight. Okay. So I'm with him on that one. But it just seemed like everybody is against this situation and she is not paying attention. Oh, I was about to forget the most important part. She had found out he was cheating on her. And they got into a really big argument, like literally like 2 days before she was leaving to go to Ohio. She found out that he had pictures in his phone and all this. And at first he tried to deny it, but then he came back around and apologized. And she was like, okay, I forgive you. Her sister told her, girl, you can't forgive somebody that fast because you can't let men off the hook that fast because then they don't think they going to keep doing it. And she was like, I just don't think people understand what to love unconditionally means. That means don't love if you love me back. That means don't love if you're going to be faithful. That means love. I said, girl, what? Then her best friend told her, like, no ma'am. He cheated? Oh no, ma'am, Pam, like that's a deal breaker. That's not okay. Like we're not playing that game. And I just feel like she's not taking heed to anything these people are saying to her. It's like like it's just going right over her head. I mean, and a lot of it is she don't want to listen. It's not that she don't want to hear it. She want to live in this foolishness that she got going on in her own mind. Baby, this sounds like a whole disaster. But we're gonna ride this pony and see where it takes us. Next, we have Kevin and Tiffany. Now, Kevin has been in jail for 5 years for drug possession. When we meet, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. Kevin is not in jail. Tiffany is in jail. Tiffany is in jail for 5 years for drug possession. But when we meet Kevin, Kevin's on a date. And Kevin is talking about the fact that he's a hoe. And that he has a lot of women. But he's on this date, and I feel like this is somebody he's cool with, like friends with benefit type situation. Because she went on and told us that she's been friends with him for a very long time, and her biggest problem with Kevin is that he a hoe. But then she was flirting about, staying up all night, being able to hang and stay up all night, like. So I feel like this was a friends with benefit situation. Kevin got a crazy ex-girlfriend. Her name is Kayla. Again, ex-girlfriend but friends with benefit. He said, they were dating for about a year or so, but then they broke up, but then they were friends with benefits, but now they just friends. I don't think she know that, Kevin. I don't think she know that y'all not friends with benefits anymore because she is clearly thinking that she still has some stake. He said that he broke up with her because she is obsessive. And the whole time he talking to production, she blowing up his phone. When he was on the date, she was calling him. When he was talking to his son, and his son got more sense than him. His son was like, you need to block her. Like, I don't think she realizes that y'all aren't a couple. I don't think she realizes that y'all not together. You probably need to make that clear to her. Like, the son is making way more sense. And Kevin was like, yeah, you probably right. Yeah. And production was like, well, when was the last time you slept with her? And he didn't want to answer that question because it was probably last week. While he is doing his interview with production, she shows up and proceeds to cuss all of them out. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all know I call a spade a spade. Now, we're going to look at love after lockup, but what we're not going to do is pretend like we don't see what we see. Y'all, Kayla ain't that good of an actress. That's all I'm going to say. Kayla showed up. What's going on, Kevin? Nah, Kevin. And I was like, girl, you're not that good of an actress. Because you clearly see all these cameras. And he was like, I'm doing something. Well, what's going on? I don't give a fuck. And she is cussing and child, Kayla's going to be a whole mess. Now, him and Tiffany met on Facebook. Again. These dating apps. Now we have, is it Kathy or I think it's Kathy and Martell. So they met through a friend. A friend introduced them. Now Kathy she is the youngest of 13 children, and she actually moved from Pittsburgh to Atlanta to be with Martell because he can ready to get out of jail. He's in jail in Mississippi, and I guess he's gonna come to Atlanta. Now he's in jail for drugs and gun possession. He's been in jail for 13 years. Now, I wasn't clear about whether if they've been dating for the whole 13 years that he's been in jail or what. But he don't want her to have no sex. And I feel like she hasn't had sex in 13 years. Now, we only had like a little scene with her, so we didn't get a lot with Miss Kathy. But Kathy is getting her freakum dress together because she said, listen, I've been holding out and I've been waiting and I'm going to get me a piece of this, okay? Um, she done already picked out her wedding ring, which is like a $30,000 ring. And she ready to get married and she ready to have children. She said that she ready to have sex and let him shoot up the club because she is ready. These people. Rick and Raiden. I wrote down 40118. I don't know why I wrote that number down, y'all. I'm sorry. It may come to me while I'm talking. But they met through a motorcycle club. Rick rides motorcycles. Now, Rick is older. Oh, I know why I wrote that. That's 40/18 because he was 40 when they met and she was 18 and they started dating. And then he said one day she just disappeared. And then a couple of months later, he got a letter from her. She was in jail. She got caught up on a meth charge, and she was basically on meth. She got sentenced to 10 years, but she's been locked up for 5. She's getting ready to get out. She made parole. And Rick says, "Listen, I'm not sure." We see him with his biker friends, and they're like, "Are you sure about this?" I mean, she's an addict. Like, are we really ready to deal with an addict and her possible junkie stunts? And Rick was like, listen, I was an addict my damn self. Like, I ain't always been a good guy. I was an addict. I was been in and out of jail myself. I was a fighter. And, he said, heroin is the best feeling in the world. That's why I don't never want it again. I said, I know that's right, girl. But I don't know if an ex-addict, that's just never a good idea. I don't know. I mean, a lot of these situations ain't good ideas. They just not. He said he has spent over $10,000 on her while she's been in jail. Now she's been in jail for 5 years and he been messing with her for 5 years. So if you do the math and you break it down, that's about $2,000 a year. I mean, that's still not good, but a cup of ramen noodles here, $20 on your commissary there, a $200 phone bill over here. I mean, I guess that kind of stuff add up. I mean, 5 years, that's still a lot of money over a 5-year period. I mean, over time. But again, that's different. We've heard some stories that it's been worse. We done seen 6 months and $60,000. You know what I'm saying? So, Kevin, somehow or another, Kevin showed the cameras his Johnson, and I don't know why. Why do they think who wants to see, why are we, Kevin, boy, keep your pants pulled up. Nobody wants to see that but her. And she might not even want to see it. He said he does worry about maybe he is being used. But then she says she loves him and, it all floats away. Lacy and Antoine, whatever. Lacy was married for 20 years. She's got she said her and her husband, he was her first everything, her first love, first sex, first everything. And they just started growing apart. And then she met, Antoine, and she just had to be with him. And so she divorced her husband. She immediately, once she realized that she wanted to be with him, she filed for divorce. Now they met through his mama. And they've been dating for like 5 years now. It sounds like Lacy and the mama were good friends, but this Antoine is a mama's boy, and so now that Lacy and Antoine have gotten closer, her relationship with the mother has gotten worse because she feels like Lacy is coming in and taking her spot and trying to take her son from her, and so their relationship has been strained. He's getting ready to get out, and he really wants them to try to work this out before he comes home so it won't be a problem, with the whole transition. Now, he said that when he get out of jail, all he want to do is smoke weed and get some woo-woo. That's probably not the first thing you should want to do coming out of jail. Getting high, and I mean the woo woo part, that's fine, but the getting high part, I mean, I don't know if that's the best idea. Then he made a comment about wanting to go see his mom and spend time with his family before spending time with her. And she was like, I understand that, his mom, his family is important, but I just hope that I'm a priority. I want to make sure that I'm on that list where I need to be on that list. Y'all, and he's like 10 years young. He's younger than her as well. Now his prison stay has always already been extended because he can't stay out of jail. He said he been in the hole more than he been out the hole while he been in jail. So that would be a concern for me. Like, are you really ready? Like, are you ready to settle down and chill out and like, I don't know. You see how all these couples have some issues, some things we worried about, right? They're not even. There's not even the premise that this is going these are going to end well, right? Tyler and Chance. They've been together for a year. Tyler's been in prison for 8 years. I forgot how she said she met him, but he has very obsessive behavior. She said that if she doesn't answer his call fast enough, then he'll keep calling, and then he'll get a friend to call. I think they met through her ex boyfriend. I think that's how they met, through her ex boyfriend. Um, and she said he has, he's sort of. She said she doesn't think he's obsessive. She likes it. Yeah, you like it until he's stalking your ass and buying a house across the street and stalking your boyfriend on social media. And child, I'm sorry. Anyway, she has 3 children and she lives with her twin sister. Now, her twin sister's got problems of her own. She said the twin sister's had some issues, some bumps and roads, some ups and downs. She's been in jail, and the twin sister see him for who he is. She said, "Listen, I did the same thing when I was in jail. I would date these guys and get to know these guys and make all these promises. And when I got in jail, I wasn't thinking about them. I wasn't interested in them. I wasn't thinking about them. I wasn't trying to do nothing with them. Okay." And I'm just saying, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little worried about that. Now, on the flip side, Chance is trying to move the big sister, the baby sister, the twin sister, excuse me, into the garage. She said, "You think we could, make the garage a bedroom or something so she can live there and we can have our own life?" Baby, that's going to be a problem. So she's already worried about whether the sister and him are going to get along, and what that's going to look like. I said, that sounds like a problem. Now, out of her 3 children, the father of the 2 oldest children died in a very tragic car accident. And then the last child, her youngest, she has a co-parenting relationship with him. She said the child goes to him on the weekends, and that they don't really talk much, but that's just kind of the situation they have set up. So y'all, that is what we have for this season of Love After Lockup. Honey, we'll be back next week to see what it is, child.